asked you a lot as an audience what you would like to see. So a lot of people's asked for the Evo.
And stopped.
Oh, stop.
I know.
You're getting nervous.
No, I wasn't getting nervous.
It's
just that I'm glad I haven't eaten my lunch.
Today we are doing an Evo 5 Lancer. Nice thing about it is it's Dandelion yellow, which is extremely rare, and it's got an electric sunroof. So there's talks, some people say, from what I can see, there's 989 of them made. Now if you think how many of those are actually left, and that's worldwide. What a car. 77,000 miles. The yellow is just in your face, obnoxious, loud, and that is what it's all about. It's got some really nice modifications. It's got a set of T37 Vogue wheels running on 888s all around, so those are the OG wheels to go to. Obviously on Olin's coilovers as well, so again pretty much the best in the market, so no corners cut on this car. It's got Link ECU. I believe it was mapped by Richard Bradley, Lee Lipton. They both had part in it. It has different clutch in it. It has nice boost gauge inside, oil temperature gauge as well. It's got anti-lag on a switch, which works off your water switch for the intercooler. So just holding on anti-lag on as well, so it makes loads of banging, which flames and pops and all that sort of thing, which you'll like. Drive wise, it drives really nice. Listen, it's a 90s job car. It's not going to drive like something new, but feels really good in the road. Is a wee bit stiff, obviously, just with the suspension and wheel and tire setup on it as well. Recaros from the factory, so sit really nice in them. But I think that the main thing about this, what makes this car so rare, is the colour. The colour is just, for me, is unbelievable. From owning a lot of Evos over the years, including the Tommy Mackinnon, I think this is actually one of the rarest ones I've ever owned. So much like the Impreza, the Toshiara I have, this is a rare car. It is for sale, but as you know me with this stuff, it's one of those things where if I get the right money, I'll sell it. If I don't, I don't. We've it on at 33 grand, which I think is very well priced considering the market. I don't think you could bring this particular car in from Japan for anywhere sort of much less than that, and then obviously you're looking probably £4,000 to £5,000 on suspension and wheels, and then you've got the Link ECU and mapping and things like that. It's got an induction kit, it's got a bigger fuel pump, it's got an exhaust on it. So the previous owner, who I actually know, I bought it from Torque GT, it was imported by them. He reckons it's around 330 horsepower. I would say it's very conservative on that horsepower figure. The reason being because it goes like a scalded cat. But yeah, nice place to be. Momo steering wheel, say Recaro seats. It just feels really good. Really good gear ratios in them as well. So, and being an Evo, they're not like a Subaru. They actually do like to be revved.
That puts a smile on your face.
Yeah, it does. You know, we've got the dump valve sound. There's an HKS dump valve on it. We've got the dump valve sound. Just got that nice pull up through the rev range. Really nice close ratio gearbox. These obviously have active AYC and stuff in them as well, so it's just telling every wheel what to do. But loads and loads of grip, and with those 888s, they're, once they get a bit of heat in them, they're a sticky tire. I think they're probably one of the best tires you can get. They're more a track tire, but can be used on the road. They're very soft compound, so if you were driving daily, you probably wouldn't use them. But yeah, really good brakes. Brembo 4 pots in the front, single pots in the rear. It has some upgraded discs on it as well, sort of slotted discs as well, which is quite nice. Condition of this car for the age of it is actually, I think from memory it's 98, but I can't actually remember. I think it's 97 or 98. For the age of the car, the condition is inside and out is very good. Overall,
beautiful.
Yeah, even the engine bay, there's no rust running around it. There's a Costco strut brace in the front of it as well. There's probably a few other mods I haven't even seen, to be truthful, but the ones mentioned are the ones that I've noticed. But yeah, it's just, and it's a bit like most of the cars that we do on the videos. With we will do normal stuff in the future, but look, people want to see. They see normal cars every day. This is what people want to see. You know, this, the RSGR, the Hellcat, the NSX, the Subaru, all the stuff we've done before. The Mustang, the Camaro, which you'll have seen now as well. So look, this is why we're doing this type of stuff. We will do more normal sort of maybe upmarket things as time goes on, but I think this is definitely what you, the public, want to see. So that's why we're sticking to this. But yeah, this car, when you go out, you know, it's a head turner. If you're into cars at all, it's bright yellow. It stands out, and most people, even not, when I say not into cars, you need to be a wee bit into cars, but most people, it's really recognisable as an Evo, because Evos were very different to everything else. Yeah. When they come out, and I think that's what really makes them stand out. Big fog lights and things like that on them as well. Big wing in the back, and listen, they're a rally car for the road. That's what they are. And we took it out of blast there earlier, and you know, the B road is really where it belongs. It's nice on a normal road, and it drives lovely. But that B road, that close ratio box, all-wheel drive, that's the big brakes.
Fully engaged.
Yeah, fully engaged, and it is a driver's car. Yeah. Like you need to be on it. You know, they're quite a big turbo for a standard car, so you need to be on the revs. They're not like some of the modern stuff. Our video car earlier was a stage 121 Golf GTI, and we're on a few of the back roads, and the guy driving it, I think he thought he was on a bit of a rally course, and like, you know, you were pushing at this to keep up with it, because obviously it is just modern tech, but it's so rewarding when you drive it. It just feels so good because you are so engaged. The brakes are phenomenal. The brakes would still put most modern cars to shame. And just the actual feel. The steering rack's very short on them. I think they've 2 turns lock to lock. So whenever you go to a 3-point turn or park it, it's a bit of a pain, but the idea of that is, so it's like a quick rack really, so you've got
super nimble.
Yeah, really nimble. Until, as I say, you're parking it, then not so much.
So one of the big questions for something like this that people might want answered, look, Evo heads are going to know the Evo 5 inside out. They're going to know how rare the Dandelion yellow is with the sun lid. But can you buy a 90s performance car like this, still use and enjoy it? We're about to find out.
Well, my honest opinion is, personally, I wouldn't drive this every day because of how rare it is and the value of it now. Yep. Like these are over 30 grand now, and I'll get people to come on and go, oh, it's not 30 grand, you can buy this, you can buy that. Unfortunately, that is the price of it today.
100%.
Like my Tommy Mackinnon was same sort of condition as this, hit me at 45 grand recently. This car here is actually so much more rare because of the colour combo. So my answer is yes, I would drive this daily, no problem. I think it would be a shame to put the miles on to do it, but you definitely could do it. So yes, for me, performance-wise, yeah, it's going to be right up there with all the new stuff. And I know we always relate to Golf R's, but Golf R, Yaris GR is probably the closest thing to this. You know, Rally-bred, 4-wheel drive, big brakes.
Tend to agree, but this is well, it's definitely rarer. Yeah. I'm not going to say cooler because the Yaris, they're different in a way, but they're both very, very cool cars. And personally, I think the Evo 5 is the best looking of the bunch. And I know everyone goes mad for the Tommy Macs and the Evo 6s, but this with the big bumper, those huge fog lights in the yellow, I find me a cooler looking Evo. I agree, because the 5 was the first of the good looking Evos. Yeah. You know, I remember a guy, and he'll know when he watches this video, who used to tune Evos, and most of these will know him in Northern Ireland, but he always said to me, anything before a 5, there was no such thing. Because they didn't look, there was no such thing as a Lancer Evolution before that, because they weren't wide bodied. So this was the first of the really aggressive, big fat arches, big fog lamps, as you say. This was the first of the aggressive looking Evo. So totally on the page with it. I like an Evo 6 as well, but the 5 for me is, like, you see that in your rear view mirror and you're like, this thing's, you're expecting Tommy Mackinnon behind the wheel of it, you know, because just the look so like in your face, and that's the idea. The last owner of this, and he'll be watching this as well, you know, T37s, Olin's, Link, that's the OG stuff, you know. It's nice that somebody's done that and give it what it deserves. Even the exhaust at the back, stainless, no big mad angle or anything, just the typical proper JDM look. And I suppose you can't really mention Evo without mentioning Subaru. Yeah. I am a Subaru fan. I've made not shy about saying it, but this I would have over pretty much anything, and that is honestly, again, not saying it for the video, it is a huge statement coming from me. First time I saw this car, I was absolutely in love with it. It is super clean, goes like the absolute clappers. If you put someone clueless in it,
you can still drive it pretty quick.
Put your foot down and ask them what year they thought it was.
Yeah.
You know, it's definitely not a 90s car performance-wise. So I'm in love with it. I think it's absolutely amazing. I think, personally, values are only going to do one thing and one thing only, and they're just going to keep going up and up, and it could be one of those where the Evo 5s start to outpace absolutely everything because they are getting that much rarer, and this in particular, in the condition, you're not losing.
I agree. I think on the cover, and I know on our videos we are sort of repeating ourselves a bit with valuations, but what we're saying is this, the rare things that we're doing, that is the case, you know, like that Toshiaria Subaru, like that is a rare car. It's actually rarer than this because there's less than half as many of these made. If it was between this and the Subaru, and we were going to do a head-to-head, the only reason we haven't done it because we did the Subaru and we don't want to sort of be repeating ourselves. Head-to-head, genuinely, and I'm not saying this because this is a new video, I'd have this, I appreciate the Subaru, and it is an awesome car, and it goes really well.
And different power delivery, it's interesting that, and well, a different era, it's 10 years.
Yeah, I think the Subaru goes a bit better because it's had a wee bit more work done to it. But if I'm keeping one in the garage, it's this, because whenever you open the garage door, like it's yellow, it's, you know, got all the nice bits on it.
It is mean looking.
It's mean looking, yeah.
You go to, as I said in the Subaru video, there's a lot of people, if you turn up to the car show and that with it liveried up and all the decals on it, everything are going to go, there's a wannabe. Turn up in this, if anyone knows anything about cars, they're going to be all over you.
You're a connoisseur of something like this, and that is the difference, and the same as the Toshiaria as well. It's not the normal person's going to have it because the values are just so much higher. Oh, that is just so good.
It is not typical 90s performance, I'm telling you that much.
No, definitely not.
This is where this thing is at home.
Yeah,
for
100%.
Near enough single track, and you know that you can stop on a dime.
Yeah.
And you're not going to lose grip.
Yeah. It's got all the grip in the world. It turns in really nicely. Like, just so little effort put in to actually making the car. Look at all the lock I have in this corner. God, that's most cars. Your hand will be down around your knee. You know, it's just, and that is the thing about them. And we're not revving the nuts of it, as the word would be. We're just sort of briskly moving across here. But yeah, it's really, really good. Really, really like it. And I know we say about pop and bang, this does have anti-lag, and it sounds amazing. If you just want to be obnoxious and make a load of noise, it is a cool thing to have. And the Link ECU, most cars come in from Japan, obviously are mapped for Japanese fuel, which the octane levels are much different. So the nice thing about this car is anybody that does buy it, if you get the prat from my hands, anybody that does buy it will have the surety that it has been mapped for our fuel, which is quite good as well, and it's mapped for our fuel here in Northern Ireland, not England, so we mapped for 97, but yeah, it goes alright, it goes okay for an old girl, doesn't it?
More than alright, I'm telling you, it's a serious car.
Another thing, and the JDM guys will know this, it's got factory wind deflectors on it, and those are rare. They are rare because I know in all the chasers and JZXs and stuff, like, to get those, people are paying good money for them to get the original ones. So, and you always know them because they're always like a purpley sort of tinge off them.
Well, it's bordering on classic now. I would say it is a classic already.
Yeah.
For usability, performance, you're looking at a serious car that, as I say, we always refer to the car shows because it's something that we like to do in the summer and go to ourselves, but you're going to get a lot of people coming and telling you stuff that you don't already know about this car because it's just one of those, and the colour is going to attract a lot of attention, and if you keep it as well as it sits now, you've got yourself a classic that's not going to lose you any money.
Appreciating, and you know, you can afford to put a few miles on it as well, and I think that is the thing with this stuff, you know, anybody that buys this to put it in the garage, yes, it's nice to have it in a garage and have it sitting mint and never use it, and you know, put it in a trickle charger. But it's nice on a day just to take it out of blast too. And I'm a big believer in that. If I won the lottery tomorrow and won 50 million or 100 million, yes, I'd have a garage full of cool stuff, but I would want to drive every single one of them every single time. And you know that, and I know you're a big lover of that. You know, the cars need to be used as well.
I'm not a fan of stuff sitting gathering dust.
I drive cars. I'm like you and like Chris and like Shannon. You know, we all drive on. You know, we drive our cars hard enough, or we'll give them out for a good blast. But you know, they're super unleaded use or super diesel, whatever it may be. They're heated up properly, they're cooled down properly. You know, there's good oil put in them. They get service maintained probably more than anybody or dealers, manufacturers would say to service them. So we are very like at our own stuff, because look, you're not banning Evo just to potter about the town, because you want to do that going back Corolla. You know, so yeah. And look, if there's anything else that you see that comes into stock that you would like to see a video of, obviously we can't do everything, but if there is something you'd like to see, let us know. And don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, and listen, don't be shy and put in a comment. And if you try and give us abuse, you'll get as much back, which you probably already noticed. We don't mind something constructive, but just don't come on, you know, talking nonsense just for the sake of it. Like in Northern Ireland, I don't think there's many people doing, like 1 week doing an 800 horsepower C63 versus a Hellcat.
No, I can tell you now that they aren't.
Yeah. Anyway, back to this cool Evo.
Right. See you next week.
Yes. Like, subscribe, share, comment, messages, and obviously, more to the point, if you want to buy it, you know where it is.
Yep.